Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Friday, March 16th, 2018. You've made it to the end of the week. At least the weekend looks tranquil. Cold, but tranquil. Next week, though, not so much. Looks like we're going to be dealing with another storm, but the details of that storm are very much uncertain. But we'll try to iron out some things that we can trust with next week's weather pattern. Currently, this morning, we have temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 20s over the far northern interior, upper 20s to lower 30s in your suburbs, lower to mid 30s in your major cities and along the immediate coast, with winds around 5 to 15 miles per hour from the west. Look for those winds to veer to the northwest and increase to 10 to 25 miles per hour this afternoon, sustained with higher gusts, which is going to just create wind chills back in the 30s, and unfortunately the threat once again for some minor wind damage and also the potential for power outages, so definitely be prepared for that. The other good news, though, is that we may actually see a couple flurries. Well, perhaps not good news, but if you love snow, and I know some of you still do, if you're in the Poconos in northwestern New Jersey, you could see a quick inch of one of these snow showers moving through. It's going to be isolated, but it will reduce visibility rather quickly, so do be prepared for that if you're heading up into those neck of the woods. On the surface map, our low pressure system from earlier this week is still up here over the Canadian Maritimes, creating some havoc with sending shortwave after shortwave through the region and also keeping that pressure gradient strong, thus the threat for strong winds. High pressure will be building in for the rest of the weekend, providing dry weather conditions, but still rather chilly out there, especially in the morning with temperatures in the upper teens to mid-20s. On the latest infrared satellite picture, you can see one of those little shortwave disturbances diving through Pennsylvania, and this is going to rotate through the region, producing variable cloud cover this afternoon, but also a threat for an isolated rain or snow shower throughout the region. Keyword there is isolated. Most locations will not have any impact, but those that do could have a quick heavy downpour. And on the radar, you can see those snow showers right now diving through Pennsylvania. And again, most locations really don't have much of an impact, but you can see some of these heavier snow showers with an enhancement off of Lake Ontario and Lake Erie, having the potential of producing a very quick dusting to an inch of snow for the higher elevations, especially above 400 feet. So definitely be prepared for that, and at the very least for some slick roadways. So let's dive into this forecast. For today, sky cloud cover to broken cloud cover, a threat for a few rain snow showers, temperatures rising into the mid to upper 30s. For tonight, look for scattered cloud cover, windy conditions remaining northwest around 10 to 20 miles per hour. Look for temperatures to fall into the mid to upper teens over the higher elevations, lower to mid 20s throughout the rest of the region, and watch out for that black ice because some of the snow is still melting and then it's refreezing as ice. So definitely be careful with that. For tomorrow afternoon, scattered cloud cover is expected. Could be an isolated shower down by Cape May, but that is about it. Temperatures rising into the mid to upper 40s, so it's going to feel like a sauna compared to how it feels today. That is for sure. On Sunday, tranquil weather conditions expected. This frontal boundary is pretty much dry, so just looking at scattered cloud cover here with high pressure generally in control. Lows in the mid-20s, highs in the upper 40s to lower 50s. On Monday, high pressure really builds in, and you're going to feel the difference with your temperatures with lows in the mid-20s and highs in the lower to mid-40s. Now, we're going to be watching this storm very carefully. Now, let me be very clear. The model guidance right now is all over the place. The only basic conclusion here that we have, the basic agreement that we have amongst the model guidance is that there will be a storm threat on the coast starting Tuesday night, continuing on through Thursday morning, but we don't know how the storm's going to evolve yet. We don't know where the rain snow line is going to be. The timing of the storm is going to be very important. How much cold air is involved. In short, there's a lot we don't know. The only thing we do know is that there will be a storm threat, okay? So, for Tuesday, you're going to have high pressure building into the north, so the morning will feature scattered cloud cover. By the time we get to the afternoon, evening hours, precipitation will start to build into the region. We'll say rain, snow right now until we get a better idea on the boundary layer conditions and the potential for precipitation type and amount. But what we will be facing here is an increase in winds from the northeast and the east and that's going to lead to the potential for some coastal flooding. And of course, those strengthening winds coming off the Atlantic means the potential for some wind damage and power outages. Temperatures on Tuesday will range from the mid-20s for lows and upper 30s to lower 40s for highs. On Wednesday, storm track is going to be very important here, along with the strength of the low and also how the low evolves. But basically right now we're calling for rain and snow throughout the region. We'll get a better idea of who gets what and where and how much as we move forward through this weekend and through next week, of course. Temperatures will range from the upper 20s to lower 30s over the northern interior, lower to mid 30s along the coast. High temperatures will range anywhere from the lower to mid 30s over the interior and mid to upper 30s along the coast. Again, depending on the low track and when the precipitation moves through, how heavy. The other factor here to just consider, if most of the storm is happening during the day on Wednesday, there's going to be that influence of the March sun, and which typically what that means, unless you get some really strong lifting, which of course is possible, is that you get a lot of snow falling from the sky, but not much actually accumulates. And again, that could be hit and miss. You can have some areas where you get nothing but a trace of snow, and other areas get 6 inches just because of where some dynamic cooling sets up. In other words, a lot of volatility and a lot of uncertainty here with this storm. But the one thing that we can say for certain is that if you are along the coast, please be prepared for the potential for coastal flooding, and also everyone should be checking out to make sure their generators are prepared, or that you're prepared for the potential for power outages with this storm. On Thursday, the storm leaves, some lingering showers in the morning hours, followed by clearing skies. Windy conditions continue. Lows in the upper 20s to lower 30s, highs in the mid to upper 30s. And on Friday, high pressure will be in control. Watch out for this trough here. It could be dropping south here with a few renegade rain and snow showers with winds from the north. Look for temperatures to range from the upper 20s for lows and mid 40s for highs. So another stormy week is on the way. So better enjoy this weekend because it's going to be pretty quiet and a good time to get out and get some work done. That is your forecast for today. I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino, and as always, stay safe out there.